Hi, I'm Becca Stendahl, Program Director at the Massachusetts Science and Engineering Fair. I'm going to share a video today of what the science fair and engineering process is like for students. So we're just going to walk through these key steps. So this is a journey. This is a journey from the Q to the A, the question to the answer. We think of this as a winding journey between questions and answers with a few key stages. And through this process, students learn both STEM skills and content, but also about themselves and what they're capable of. Across these 4 steps, it can apply to any STEM field, but there will be variations in how it looks based on the type of science that they're exploring. So in the observe phase, this is where the project needs to start with an idea, an inspiration, a phenomenon, something they care about. They need to think about and organize their ideas and do the research to discover more, which will shape their project, what they want to focus on, questions they want to answer, and how they'll proceed. This work can happen in the classroom during regular instruction. It can be tied to frameworks. It can happen in their own time and be self-directed investigation. But what's really important is that students are exploring something that they care about because they're going to be spending a lot of time on this project. So when they get to the plan phase, this is where they take their idea and they need to solidify and focus. They need to identify a testable question or problem to solve and how they're going to address it. This includes mapping out the tools and process, timeline for what's feasible and what they might need assistance, and how they're going to find and ask for that assistance. This may include working with outside experts. It's in this phase that they need to work on some paperwork and submit approvals to make sure that their plan, their self-directed work is solid. So once they get to this explore phase, this is going to look different again if it's a science project in engineering, a computer science, or math, but the key elements are the same. It's where they puzzle it out. They need to take notes, take data, they need to test, they need to follow that original idea that they had, work on their ideas, their timeline, reach out for help when they need it. This is where they, again, as I said, they really puzzle it out. They need to figure out what works, what doesn't. They may need to iterate, they may need to change and reflect, but this is where they're really practicing those skills that they would have as scientists or engineers in the field. As they finish up this phase, they start looking ahead to how they're going to explain their work. This is where they analyze and represent their data, they share their experience, and they tell their story. This is both verbal and written communication. This is communicating with teachers and their peers, being prepared for feedback and conversation with judges. And it may also be how they communicate outside of the Science and Engineering Fair event and communicate with their community more broadly or in other fields and publications in other work like that. So it's through this process that they take pride in their work, that they see themselves in STEM, they see themselves as capable learners. And even if it felt rough at times, there's pride in that finishing and that ownership of the path that they took. So this is the Science Fair Ready framework. These are the steps that students go through. We have a lot of materials for teachers and students on the website. So please go to scifair.com and explore there and reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.